So today, I want to talk about creating a successful Minecraft server. Not in terms of the technical part, no. Today, I want to give you some tips and advice that you could follow to increase your chance of making your Minecraft server successful and making sure it gets an active player base. Now, right away, I should say there is not one formula to success. It is not if you follow this video and if you follow all the tips I'm about to tell you, your Minecraft server will instantly become successful. But the reason I'm making this video is because I've joined a lot of Minecraft servers. And I mean a lot. On this channel alone, I've done 3 videos and 3 live streams of me joining Minecraft servers created by you guys. And those are just the servers I joined on screen. And if you join that many Minecraft servers, eventually you start to notice some things. All the Minecraft servers that have a big and active player base are kind of following the same formula. They are doing the same things right. And most servers that struggle to get an active player base are also making the same mistakes. And I think I could give you some good tips and advice for your own server. Now, right away, if you don't want to listen to my advice, that is perfectly fine. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to follow it. I'm just putting this out there because this is what I noticed myself while joining all these hundreds of Minecraft servers. But if you don't want to take my advice, that is totally fine as well. It is fully up to you. With that being said, do make sure to subscribe if you've not done so yet. Join the Discord if you're not in there yet. And if you want to check out this incredible map, it is available on Phoenix Store, a partner of my channel. You can check them out through the link in the description. And when you use code KasaiSora at checkout, you can get a whole 15% off your order while helping me out along the way. Okay, so the first piece of advice I want to give to everybody is probably gonna be the most boring one to hear. But before you skip to one of my other points, please just listen. One of the most important things when creating a Minecraft server is uniqueness. You want to make sure your Minecraft server is unique to a certain extent. Because just think about it this way. Take Hypixel, a massive minigame server that offers a bunch of popular minigames, like for example, Bed Wars, but also Skyblock. Now, Hypixel having these game modes doesn't mean that if you add them to your own server, your server is automatically not unique. But the thing you do have to do when you add one of these game modes is you need to make your server stand out. Because essentially what you want to do is you want to create a player base. You want to make sure that people choose to play Bed Wars or Skyblock on your Minecraft server over Hypixel. Your Bed Wars game or your Skyblock game doesn't have to be better than Hypixel. It has to be different from Hypixel. This is also why I strongly discourage people when they, for example, set up a Bed Wars plugin to use an add-on that makes your Bed Wars look and feel exactly like Hypixel's Bed Wars. Why would you want that? It's gonna sound harsh, but it is the truth. Why would I choose to play Bed Wars on your server then, when I can also just join Hypixel and play it there? Now that question, that is what you need to answer. And you can do this in a lot of different ways. Maybe you just design maps a lot better. And you think if you copy Hypixel's Bed Wars, but add your own maps, it will be a very enjoyable experience. But maybe you just don't like the whole shop system that Hypixel has going on. Maybe you think shops should be removed or they should be in another location. Maybe you think Bed Wars should have more height, so that instead of just going to different islands, you maybe have to go to higher up islands. Something like that. I don't know, I'm just saying something. But you want to make sure your game is unique. It needs to be different in a way, so the players can only experience that specific type of Bed Wars or Skyblock or survival. Really doesn't matter what it is, but you want to make sure they can only experience that on your server. So instead of copying the competition, you want to do it different. Now this also coincides with the second point I want to make, which is customization. Make sure your Minecraft server is custom made. Because once again, you want to make sure players are gonna experience something on your server that they cannot experience anywhere else. This is also why I pretty strongly dislike server setups. They are available on websites like Build by Bit, for example, and they are essentially complete servers with plugins included. Everything is set up for you already, and the only thing you have to do is upload it to a server hosting provider, and bam, you got a Minecraft server. Now my question to you is, why would I play on that server? server, because some of these server setups have hundreds of downloads, sometimes thousands of downloads. Thousands of people are running that exact same server as you, and I mean exactly the same, to the detail the same. Why would I then play on yours? Those setups are absolutely not unique and also not custom, because even the plugins you're using are completely set up for you already. Now, I want to make one thing clear. It is very easy to say, yeah, just make your server custom. Just code all the plugins yourself. For most people, it is not realistic to code all of your custom plugins. A lot of people that create a Minecraft server don't know how to make a plugin because they don't know the code language. And that includes myself. I make videos on plugins and mods, but can I create one myself? No, I cannot. I don't know enough code language to actually create one. It takes a long time to learn. And even though I would love to do that sometime in the future, I'm not there yet. But with custom, I don't mean you have to customly create every single plugin. It is fine using public plugins. It is also fine using a public map as a lobby, for example. But what you do want to do is twist it up and customize it so it fits your needs and your server. A great example is plugins like Items Adder or Iris Dimension Engine. These are both public plugins that everybody can buy and download, but you can customize them completely, so it almost feels like a custom plugin. Because you can add your own items, you can create your own biomes, you can do a ton of really cool stuff with it, so that even two people who are using the exact same plugin offer a completely different experience on their server. Now, of course, if you do have the capability to code plugins yourself, totally go for it. But do make sure they're great. Just getting a plugin, installing it, and calling it a day is not giving a unique and custom experience. Make sure to do research beforehand, install the plugins, and make sure to actually customize them and set them up so they fit really well into your server. What I've seen people do multiple times now is they just get a big list of plugins, let's say 30 plugins, they throw them all into their plugins folder and then open up the server. Without setting up anything. I mean, then you're not only using a public plugin, but you're also just keeping it on the straight out of the box settings, which literally anyone can do. So make sure your server is unique and make sure to customize it and develop it yourself. Now, of course, you can have a team, people that help you out, but just going for a server setup that you downloaded from Build by Bit is in 99% of the time not gonna work out. Now, the next thing I want to tell you might be the most important piece of advice of this entire video. And that is because I've truly seen this thing that I'm about to say make a difference between a server being successful or not being successful. It was getting so obvious that I even pointed it out during my latest Joining Your Minecraft Server stream. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about focus. Because a mistake that I see a lot of people make is they focus on too many things at the same time. And as a result, their server can't get an active player base. Okay, so just think about it. Why do you join MCC Island? Well, you join the server to play minigames. It is a minigame server. Okay, cool. Now, why do you join Hoplite or PvP Legacy? Well, you join them to PvP, to have a fight with other players. You don't join them to play Skyblock or Survival. But Origin Realms, for example, you do join if you want to play a customized version of Minecraft Survival. All of these servers fit into a server category. They are a certain server type. And that is because these servers are very much focused on delivering the best experience in their respective category. Now, when I join random Minecraft servers during a stream like I've done a few weeks back, what I notice is that a lot of servers, especially the ones without an active player base, focus on way too many things at the same time. So usually you get into a hub server, and from there you have a choice between a ton of game modes. I'm talking survival, creative, PvP, minigames, Skyblock. Literally everything is there. All of these different NPCs that take you to different servers and essentially completely different game types. Now, let's say 10 players would join that network server. 2 people would, for example, choose PvP. 2 others would choose Survival. 2 others would join Skyblock. Now, what is the result of that? Well, in total, 10 players joined your lobby, but every single person that joined has only seen one other player. Some people on the server might have seen no one, because they joined a game mode that the others didn't. The end result is you just have 10 disappointed people that can't find anybody to play with, and they will leave your server again because they assume it's dead. Now, I get the way of thinking. They offer so many game modes because they think, hey, if I just offer literally everything, then there is gonna be something to enjoy for literally everyone. If somebody wants to play Skyblock, we got you covered. If somebody wants to play PvP, we have you covered too. If somebody wants to build in creative, you can also do that. And I get that. If you think like that, it does make sense. But that is just not how it works in reality. Because most servers that have a ton of different server types and game modes like that, they are just dead servers without any player base. Now, during those streams, most Minecraft servers that are joined that did have an active player base just focused on a single thing. One example I can remember from the top of my head is Cyclone. It is a pretty active Minecraft server, but they just focus on a single thing. Parkour. That is their thing. They just have parkour maps, they add a ton of parkour maps, and they really try to take parkour to the next level. That is what they do, and they are successful at it. There was also another Minecraft server, which I can't remember the name of, but they had 3 different game modes. So 3 server types. It was like creative, lifesteal, and then city build. And you know what the funny thing was? When you joined the lobby, the only game mode that people actually played in was the city build. There were like 50 people online on the city build, and the other 2 servers were completely dead. Now, what I would recommend in that case is throw away those other 2 servers. Make city build your server type. Focus on city build and making that the most amazing city build from any Minecraft server in existence. When you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Minecraft is a multiplayer game, and you want to play together with others. Spreading people out over a ton of servers on a big network is in 99% of cases not a good move. It would just make it so people have a hard time finding other players. Now, of course, there are exceptions. Some Minecraft servers like Hypixel, the biggest server in existence, can have multiple game modes. On Hypixel, you can play minigames, Skyblock, you can even start an SMP. But even Hypixel is suffering from this same issue. Because if you might have checked Hypixel's total player count and then checked the most popular game modes, you will see that 95% of all players on Hypixel are either playing Skywars, Bed Wars, or Skyblock. Now, there will be some other minigames where people hang around occasionally, but some minigames on the server are actually completely dead. You can't even start the game because not enough players are there to fill up an entire lobby. People want to play together, people want to have fun together, so focus on one thing and go all in. Alright, then next up, I want to talk about something that a lot of server owners seem to oversee, and that is having a great guide / tutorial on your server. Because just think about it. I'm a brand new player. I just joined your server for the very first time. Now, presumably, you did a lot of custom stuff. You installed items adder, you got a whole shop system going on, and as a new player joining your unique Minecraft server, I would have no clue where to start. Now, a mistake I see a lot of server owners make is assume everything on the server is obvious already. And in 99% of cases, that is not true. It might be very obvious and straightforward how everything works for the server owner because they made the server. So obviously for them, it might appear that everything is super simple, but for a brand new player that just dropped in your spawn, it can be extremely overwhelming seeing all of these custom items, custom blocks, maybe even custom worlds, custom NPCs. And if there's anything I've learned is if people get overwhelmed, they like to back out. So what you want to make sure of as a server owner, as soon as somebody joins your Minecraft server, at the start, you want to hold their hand like crazy. Don't just shove all the information in their face immediately. That will just be overwhelming as well. But slowly and gradually take them through a tutorial that they can't miss so that they will exactly know how to do certain things and how to progress on your server. Now, a couple months ago, I made a video about Tutorial Creator. It's a paid Minecraft plugin that allows you to simply create tutorials inside of Minecraft. Now, this video is not sponsored by Tutorial Creator at all, but it is a very great example of how you could create a tutorial on your Minecraft server. It basically teleports you to different locations. It can send different messages in chat to you so that your players are essentially kind of watching a cutscene, and after watching it, they will know how to do certain things. Now, of course, you want to make sure they are not missable, so the tutorials need to be easily accessible, maybe through a GUI or through some NPCs. They need to be able to rewatch them easily, and once again, don't throw everything in somebody's face immediately. It will just be overwhelming as well, but slowly and gradually introduce your players to all the features you have in your server, all the custom stuff you've made, so that they can slowly get familiar with everything they have to know to play on your server. Most Minecraft servers I've joined during these videos and streams don't have any tutorial or guide whatsoever, and I believe they are truly missing out on players. Because somebody might join, but if you just get overwhelmed in the spawn immediately and don't even know where to go, I mean, they might just leave and never come back. So you have to kind of find a balance between delivering the information as quickly as possible, so people understand what to do and how to do it, but you also don't want to overwhelm them by just shoving the information in their face, because people don't like to get overwhelmed. Most video games have a tutorial, and when creating a Minecraft server, you're essentially creating a brand new game inside of the sandbox tools that Minecraft has available. Every Minecraft server out there could be seen as its own completely unique game. It all looks like Minecraft, it all feels like Minecraft, but you're doing something different on every single server. Minecraft is a sandbox game after all. So introduce people to what they have to do. Hold their hand and explain everything in as much detail as possible. And that also kind of coincides with the last point I want to make today, and that is just overall, don't make your server too messy. Keep it clean, keep it straightforward. You may add 1,000 blocks with, for example, items added to your server. That is fine, go for it. But just adding a ton of things doesn't mean your server is immediately nice to play on. If you, for example, add a ton of items and blocks, make sure that besides creating them, you also blend them into your server. Like, make the custom ores appear in your world generation. Make an easy guide on all the new weapons and how to get them and how to craft them. Also, don't make players search too much. Like, for example, a big spawn like I'm standing in right now is really nice and really cool to have, but let's say this is the spawn of the server and there is one NPC somewhere that takes you to survival. Don't put it all the way over there, like in the corner. Or if you do want to do that, make a clear route. Make a clear text here that says, follow this path. And then your players will follow it. They will know exactly where to go. Maybe add some arrows. Maybe add an NPC that they can follow. It doesn't matter how you do it, but don't make it too messy. At the end of the day, people are on your server to just have a good time and enjoy some Minecraft. So make sure they can do that without too much effort. And that is gonna be everything for today. I really hope you enjoyed watching. Once again, all I've told you today are just tips and advice I've gathered from joining a ton of Minecraft servers and my own experience. You don't have to follow any of these tips, and if you think they're all useless, that is also totally fine. Just do it your own way. I encourage that. I want to thank you so much for watching. Do make sure to subscribe to my channel if you've not done so yet. You would really help me out if you did. Also, don't forget to join the KasaiSora universe. Link can be found down below. And thank you so much to my channel members for the incredible support. You guys are truly legends. Thank you so much for the support. And then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!